My best friend married my ex, and I found out at their wedding. Have you ever felt like your whole world shattered in a single moment? That's exactly what happened to me at my best friend's wedding. It all started when I got his wedding invitation. He didn't give me many details about his fiancée. He just said that he'd finally found the one, and she brought so much happiness into his life. I was happy for him, genuinely. "You have to be there," he said. And of course, I couldn't say no to my best friend's wedding. I didn't even think to ask who she was. I trusted him completely. The day of the wedding arrived, and I showed up early, excited and ready to celebrate. The venue was beautiful, decorated perfectly. Friends and family were all gathered, sharing stories and laughing. But as the ceremony began, the music changed, and everyone rose to watch the bride walk down the aisle. I turned to look, and in that moment, my heart stopped. It was her. It was my ex. The woman I had once pictured spending my life with, now dressed in a white wedding gown, walking down the aisle with a bright smile, while my best friend stood waiting for her at the altar. Do you know what it feels like to watch the two people you trusted most betray you, and to find out in the worst possible way? As she walked toward him, flashes of my past with her came flooding back. Memories of our love, our heartbreak, all the vulnerable moments we'd shared, and now it was as if none of it had ever mattered. She was here, making the same promises to him that she once made to me. I stood there frozen, the pit in my stomach growing with each step she took toward him. My best friend, the one I had poured my heart out to when things were ended, the one who'd seen me at my lowest and had reassured me I'd get through it. He'd known every single detail of my history with her. And here he was, acting like I was nothing, like all those memories and words didn't mean a thing. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. The pain was overwhelming. As they exchanged vows, each word cut deeper. They spoke about honesty, loyalty, and forever love, words that, coming from them, felt hollow and twisted. They might as well have been stabbing me, right there in front of everyone. Not a single person there had thought to warn me. No one had asked me how I'd feel, or if I could handle it. I was blindsided, completely betrayed. How long had they been together? How long had I been the last to know? When they finally kissed, sealing a promise I once believed in, I felt my knees go weak. I forced myself to hold back the tears, putting on a fake smile that felt like a mask breaking apart. My heart was shattered, but I refused to let anyone see the depth of my pain. I'd already been hurt enough. After the ceremony, I slipped out quietly before anyone could notice. I couldn't face them, not now, maybe not ever. That day, I walked away feeling like the two people I trusted most had erased me from their lives, as if everything we shared was just a story that they'd chosen to rewrite without me. And the worst part, they never thought once about me, about how I'd feel, about the betrayal they were committing. They went on with their fairy tale, while I was left picking up the pieces.